So here's your chipping drill. So that came out well. Again, it's when you're hitting, you're learning to hit, not with your wrist. So those 5, 6 things that we can deal with here, we got shoulders, hips, and wrist. Those are the bad ones for you. Core muscles, your legs that push off the ground to create the core muscles, and your arms. That's what we want. So what happens in your swing, instinctively you would move away and up like you're trying to slide underneath. Then you would take your hands and try to slide the club underneath. And you wouldn't create a descending blow. So right here you can see a natural descending blow without losing this angle. So you have what we call the quiet hands. Right now you're hitting what I call with your feet. It means you're pushing the energy with your feet off the ground. That moves your core. That's why we see this arm right here. It's important to have your arm there to see that you're moving not your shoulders, but you feel the core muscles engaging and moving, which moves your shoulders on the other side of it. And just feeling the hit and just let it release. And that's just a good drill for you to hit balls with that feeling, that core motion, just to hit and just release. Get your hands out of it and just feel like you're creating a simple path. And all you would have to do is put your left hand on here and it would be lined up at that point. I also feel that it's not a restriction. You're just hitting and releasing energy. Should be very relaxed here, meaning there shouldn't be rigid wrist. You're just moving because of that. So I always feel it's like you're tossing the ball underhanded with your arms would be really relaxed. That's perfect. So a lot of those. Let's see what else we got going on. So if we go over here and we look at these are the first couple shots. From the first part, it looks pretty good there. You're sitting there and going like you've got leverage, you got lag, and you got compression. But when everything collapses through here, that means you're at the moment that this could collapse through impact. There's not enough width in your swing. So even though this looks good and you're going to hit it because everything's good, but when that crosses over that much, that fast, that means in other words, you're right on the edge of that thing happening too soon and causing big time problems. You see how that wrist action up. Now, if we go over there and look over here, how much more width you have in your swing, because if you'd have been here and that arm would have been in that place, you can see you would have much more. We don't want that. You'd have much more width in your swing than you do when you have over here in this full swing, everything flipping over. So this drill over here is helping you to get that feeling of how to get through the ball better in that hit. Let's see if we see what the drills look like. So when we do the drill, okay, so here's me kind of doing the same drill you're doing here with the chipping. Again, you want to feel it's engaging the ground, the core, and the arm right here. You'll see my arm across my chest like you have here. And what I'm trying to feel is I'm trying to drive my forces to get this feeling past the bag. I want this being centered, but I'm trying to still get my core past that bag. But the more I can get it past, the more I'm going to have this leverage angle. If I collapse right here, it would flip over, and that's what kind of happens in your full swing. So I'm trying to engage that feeling of power from there. And now it just feels all this energy coming in from this point, which if I can get here, then I'd have more width through the shot. And so that's kind of want you to feel powerful when you're getting to that point. Because if we can get that, we'll get back to that in your full swing. Oops. Let's see, you're right here somewhere. Okay, so there's the kind of the clip, the collapse, and this is after we hit. You can see how this is getting much more width through there. So we don't get that crossover so much. See how much more we stay longer? So you're right there, and that thing still hasn't gone over. And right here at this point, this one's flipping over too soon. And so this is just creating more width in your swing. So that's what is, we can get more width through that shot. Misses are better, power's better. So just kind of keep doing that drill with your chipping and in your full swing.